Mr. Walls, why did you continue to accept rent when you knew that there was a defect by this tenant, allegedly?
I was expecting her to pay it.
For a year and a half?
The way that our accounting system works is it applies to the most recent charge first. So if the payment were accepted today, it would apply to July's rent, not to anything in the past, unless it was above and beyond.
Say that one more time, please.
If it's not above and beyond, if the payment is just the rent, it would never apply to anything that was past due.
That didn't answer my question. The first time I thought she was going to pay it, but that's not a sufficient answer for me. So I think Ms. Avery is right. I think there's been waiver in this case, and I'm going to dismiss it.
Thank you,
You can
Judge.
start all over, but it's not going to go back to January. It's going to start tomorrow.
And Your Honor, and just
So Your Honor, so May, June, we can't collect from her, is what you're saying?
she's already actually she has the money order she's tendered and they wrote on them, so she can't cash them back. She's fine
Yeah,
to
that's
pay
another
it.
thing. And Judge Buckner and I are going to be writing a letter to all of the plaintiffs' attorneys, and we're going to send it to the bar as well. There's a big problem in this court about plaintiffs not returning rent that is paid to the defendants before court. So we're just going to establish a bright line rule because
It was returned well in time. I think she did say there's writing on it and there may be.
There are two money orders she's
Okay.
tendered. She tendered May and June. They returned them. They wrote on them. She can't take them back and get her money. She's,
Then I'm happy to receive them today.
okay, perfect. But let's not write on money orders if we plan on returning them in the future.
Sure.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Go.
Hand me my screen box.
now go free.
Maple Run versus Care of Launch Property versus Brandon Provis. And you're Brandon Provis?
This is his father.
Okay.
He's disabled. I didn't want him to have outbursts, so, I thought I'd come because I take care of him. I
Okay.
take care of his paperwork.
Okay.
So, respectfully, I didn't want him to outburst to you, Your Honor. So I take care of him and I try to get him a lawyer because he's disabled and he was under Section 8 contract and the lease still shows he got it. So.
Okay. So are you on the lease?
I'm not on the lease. He's disabled. I'm trying to find him a new place to live, but they said since the place is not what it was said about it, it's a base, but there's mice, rats and everything. And the new place I'm trying to get him before the lease ends the 31st, every place I called said it has to be sprayed 2 to 3 weeks because it's a bait. They said they don't want tenants from him, which is kind of embarrassing. And he's disabled when he's like, Dad, why am I nasty? I'm like, you're not nasty. I just don't, they just said it's got to be sprayed. Literally just last night, I got a picture of it. I don't want to slander.
Sir, okay.
So sorry.
When is his new place available?
Well,
They're trying to have their place available by August 1st.
By when?
August 1st.
Not July? Oh, it is July 1st.
This
Okay.
lease ends July 31st.
Does he have, is there someplace he can live in the meantime? Because there's no way they're going to give him a month.
Well, the contract that says right there, Your Honor, they said, but from Section 8, the lease ends. I had Governor Marcy on there.
Judge, this, if I may interrupt here, this is gonna be, so he's thinking, I can see why he's thinking it, that he has a lease end date of July 31st, 2024 with Section 8. He doesn't. It ended January. My client never signed a renewal with Section 8. And of course, I don't know about this court, but I know I have had substantial problems with Section 8 recently. And I don't know if they just put the wrong date on here, but
Okay.
we don't have.
You are not the only one.
Okay, we don't have an extension through July 31st, and there's been no rent from Section 8 since November of 23.
Oh,
So,
that's a problem.
they pay it and then they abate it immediately. So they put it in, they take it out, they put it in, they take it out. So we just terminated the month lease in March. And that his
Sir,
long since
listen,
run.
you're not a party to this case. Let me tell you what's gonna happen, okay? They can terminate a lease with 30 days notice. That's what's happened here. Your son didn't vacate, okay, when he was supposed to, okay? So I'm sure Mr. Lammy's a very nice man. I'm sure we can work, a few days out if you've got a place he can stay temporarily until his new place is done. I would hate to put an eviction on your son's record, but failure to vacate after a termination of a lease, there's really no defense to that.
I was respecting Your Honor, I was reading right down here where the bottom it says, if it's a bank under, Section 8 contract, you cannot evict my client because of a bait, because it's dirty, because it was under contract with them. And as I can show you right here, as of June the 14th, the ombudsman, which is at the Section 8 office, said, I will not terminate this lease unless they get right because they've been out of compliance for so long. Exhibit A right here, it says it to.
Except you're not listening to what anybody else said, okay? Mr. Lammy just told you that the lease ended in January and they haven't been paid since November of last year, okay? So what you're holding in your hand is incorrect. And unfortunately, this happens a lot from Section 8, okay? So I'm trying, if you would listen to me instead of arguing with me.
I'm not arguing, I'm not.
Actually, you are, okay? My question to you is, do you have a place your son can stay until the new place is ready?
To be
They're
honest,
searching,
no.
they're searching for it. We talked about it since last week.
Okay,
We told, that my advice.
Mr. Lammy, can we give him 1 week for his son to vacate so that we don't put an eviction on his record?
I don't have any problem with that, but I'll defer to my client, Judge
Okay,
Hunter.
Yes, Your Honor, we can give a week.
thank you. That's
you,
very
Judge.
nice. I can continue this till next Monday at 11, if that works.
That'd be fine.
And if he has vacated and returned the keys, this will be dismissed and he will not have an eviction on his record. That's the 8th, if that works for you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge.
That okay for you, Mr. Lammy?
Can we actually do the 9th?
The 9th?
That's Mr.
Sure.
Esselman?
Mr. Esselman, you'll get 1 extra day
The 9th?
Good night.
at 11.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being very generous. That's very,
Yes.
very nice of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Southside Lakes versus Brittany Berkey. Your name?
Brittany Berkey.
Okay, where are we on this case?
Sorry.
I have a balance of $2,884.70. I understand that there was 800 in escrow at the last hearing. There were a couple that were being made, but the payment today wasn't gonna hit Ms. Berkeley's bank account until 1:30.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just really stressed.
Okay, what's wrong, Miss Berkey?
I'm confused and there's just a lot going on and I just don't want to be homeless.
All right.
And I'm trying and there's just been a lot of obstacles through this. And I don't.
All
And I just,
Okay, Miss Berkey, hold on. Do me a favor. All right. Nothing, Miss Berkey. Nothing's gonna happen until I say it happens, okay?
and that's where I'm confused. I keep getting told it's McKinley and then I'm told it's you. So I don't know who to listen to.
Listen to me. All right, that's real simple.
But I haven't followed some of your stuff, Your Honor, because of issues. So that's why I'm scared.
Okay, all right. Okay, Miss Berkey, the thing is, right now, there's nothing to be scared of. Okay? All right? All I need to do is I just need to figure out where the case is, where you are, what you can kind of do, and see if we can fashion something to work it through so you're not, okay?
I sent over because I just really busy with work and I know I should put myself first, but and I definitely learned that today. I need to take care of myself first, but I sent over some stuff to the email. This
Yeah, we got it. You sent over an earnings statement and there was some other stuff that was attached to it, right?
Yeah, that I can like afford to pay it, and some text messages between us and McKinley, and then I forgot what else I sent, but I was having issues with the court escrow because of my identity theft and stuff. I don't have like a bank account. I was getting more fraud on there than having like Chime or like Credit Karma's, like, you know, like those off bank accounts. So it was really hard for me to pull the cash out, like I told you last week.
Okay.
And so I did make these, there was app issues which started all of this with McKinley. Why I couldn't pay, and which I showed in the text message, and I had to open another account to pay this. And I transferred my direct deposits to these so I can try to pay, and it did go through. I called right before court and talked to Melissa to see, but we still haven't figured out. And I showed the proof that I never got the manual bank verification codes. And I'm still working with McKinley to try to get the court fees and stuff taken off. But here's the payments that I made today.
Where'd you make those payments?
I made them on the portal.
Okay. Do you see, hang on a second. Do you see payments that she's made?
I just.
Hold on.
Your Honor. So it's not on my letter here, but my client did email us and said that Ms. Berkey made 2 payments today totaling $1,690, listed as pending.
Okay.
And so I'm sorry, I forgot to write that. It was while I got it while I was here.
No, that's fine. So that comes off of the 2884?
Yes.
Got it. So hang on, Ms. Berkey. 2884 minus, we'll make it 2885 minus 1690.
2885 minus 1690 is $1,195.
$1,195. Okay. Hold on. You're gonna be good, because now I have 800 in escrow.
Yeah, I was supposed to do the 700, but my car stuff, it ended up costing a lot more than I thought.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's okay. You're gonna be good. I'm adding up these figures. We're gonna be okay. Okay? So now just listen. So when's the next time that you would have about $400?
I just gave all my money that I have today, and I'm waiting on Monday. I'm to hear back. I talked to Friends Indeed. They said it looks like they are able to give me $500 towards it, but they have to get the final approval. But it looks like I can get $500 maybe on Monday, but it's not guaranteed. But she has to get the final step from her supervisor. But it looks like she said I can probably get it on Monday, the 500. And then I applied for the SCR, but I keep having issues with my ID proofing, and it keeps never getting resolved, so I can't file anything.
Hold on. Okay. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. So what's your monthly rent?
It's $1,236.
30.
Oh.
39.
Okay. Okay, so you got about 1250, which is your month around there,
And I get paid
rounding up.
every 2 weeks. And I sent you like a copy of my pay stubs that I've been getting.
All right, just listen. Here's what we're gonna do. We can do this one of two ways. I could issue a judgment giving you until like the middle of the month, like the 15th, to get $400 paid to them. Okay, because I would release the escrow. You've already paid. You only have $1,195 basically that you would need to pay to the landlord because you paid the 16 something, right? I have 800 of your money in escrow. So if I release that to them, then there's only about $400 that's owed.
I'm confused because it says on my end that I have over like 4,000 and like 800 or something.
Okay, just listen. Okay, here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 12th. And the reason I'm going to do that is your July rent will kick in. Okay. So, Ms. Berkey, what I want you to do is I want you to when's the next payment you think you can make to the landlord?
In my next paycheck, because I gave everything.
Okay. So when's your next paycheck? You got paid
Today, and I thought it would kick in after court, like I discussed, because it's weird. But it came in literally like 45 minutes before court, so I hurried up and paid it on the portal and hoping it was okay.
Okay, no, that's perfect. So that was the 16, the other part of the 1690 that you
everything, yeah.
right. Okay. So your next check isn't until the 12th, so 2 weeks?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm going to adjourn you out to the 12th.
Okay. Yeah.
July 12th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, Ms. Berkey, I want you to listen real close. On the 12th, when you get that check, okay, how much can you comfortably give with that check?
Assuming it's on the lower end, 12, a 1,000 or 1,100.
Are you going to be able to make it with what's left?
I mean, comfortably, Your Honor, maybe 1,000, but I really just want a roof over my head.
I know. Ms. Berkey, here's the thing. And I don't usually make these promises, right? You're going to have a roof over your head. Okay? So what I don't want you to do, Ms. Berkey, is I don't want you to worry about that. Okay? I don't want you worrying about anything until I tell you to worry. And right now, I don't want you worrying about it at all. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I'm going to put in here, I want 900. I don't want 1,000. I want 900. Okay, by the 12th.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're then going to be able to figure out, we'll be in July, but then we'll be able to figure out how we're going to get July plus the other part paid. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay. I was thinking about applying to Barrier and Buster.
Okay, you can go ahead and apply, and maybe those will come through. And quite frankly, even if they don't, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that? You're welcome. Okay. Now, Ms. Berkey, we didn't get started out on great footing, right?
No, I know, and I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No, you don't.
It was just triggered from PTSD.
I gotcha. And Ms. Berkey, you don't have to apologize to me. Okay? It's triggered from that. You're also scared. You were trying to figure out what you were going to do. I get it.
Yeah, it triggered just a trauma that I had of being like violated, and I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So you don't need to apologize to me. Okay? Because we're here now and we're good.
Yeah.
right?
That wasn't me, I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right, so you get that paid in. We'll go through and we'll do the math with everything again, and then we'll know what it is. Now, here's what I want you to do, because what happens is you go someplace or to McKinley, whomever, and I'm not saying they're doing this badly or anything, but they give you numbers, then you come here, you give me numbers, you're trying to figure out your own numbers and everything, okay? The only number you need to worry about now is paying the 900.
900.
900, okay? And they want you to pay that to the landlord, okay?
Okay.
And then don't worry about the math. Don't worry about trying to figure everything out. We'll figure it out on the 12th. The three of us in this engine, we'll figure out what it is we need to do. So you don't have to like stress out about this coming here, this coming there. I don't want you stressing out about that. Okay? I'm not the greatest at math, but I got people that are. Okay? And we'll get it all added up and we'll be able to tell you what you have to pay.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And then not worry about it?
I'll try. I'm
Okay.
my OCD.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it. It's okay. But I don't want you worrying about it. We'll get the math. We got that. Okay? And then we may tell you I need this amount. And then we'll deal with that. Okay?
Yeah, it's just been hard at work.
Pardon?
It's just been hard at work. And just a lot of people are becoming homeless and I can't find them shelter to go to, and it's rough.
Okay.
And it's just eating at me, and then that's too. So I'm forgetting about myself. So
Berkey, there are a lot of people that are becoming homeless.
and there's nowhere for them to go.
I know.
And I don't like the system.
Sometimes I don't either. Okay, but what I'm going to do is sometimes I can't do things here to prevent it. But I'm going to tell you this. You're not going to become one of them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay? All right. You take care. Do your best. Have a good weekend, okay?
You too. Thank you so much. Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is a joke. This is a joke. Today is an absolute joke. We need an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
Joke. Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed? We're going to start bringing people in person. We're going to learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it?
No.
Okay.
I have no patience for that. And trust me, out of the day, I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs a drink.